END Dangerfield.
Hello there, just before the video starts, like the proper video, this is an introduction. I saw this Twitter account, END WOKENESS, and it says this: almost everyone on the face of the earth consumes their information from Google. Google has more control over election outcomes and our historical records than probably any other single entity in history. The wokeness and the anti-whiteness is, in quotes, interesting after yesterday's video, is literally built into their entire algorithm. Gemini is just the tip of the, it says top of the iceberg. And there's this image here. Sure, here's an image of a Viking. Now it doesn't say it, but you'd assume it's saying that Google Gemini made those images, and there's others. Sure, here's an image of a pope. There's another one. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Like this one. Certainly, here's a portrait of a founding father of America. So you get the idea. So I thought I'd have a look at this new AI image generator that Google are putting out. And here's that video now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So Google AI, it used to be called Bard. I think that, I spoke to people who know about ChatGPT, Midjourney, DALL-E, and I'd mention Bard and they'd be like, what's Bard? And someone said to me, oh, is that Microsoft's one? So Google's marketing hasn't worked very well. It looks like they're changing it to AI Google or Google AI. We'll have to see where that goes. But let me know in the comments if you've heard of Bard. I mean, I was using Bard months ago because I'm interested in this stuff. I'm not giving it the I was using. Anyway, the bottom line is Google AI is getting in a bit of trouble, much like Google search gets in trouble when you say, well, look, let's give it a go and see what we come up with. Okay, so here we go then. Let's Google AI, bosh. And then Google AI comes up. And here's this Gemini lark. Bard says it here. I wonder if I can. It says Bard is now Gemini. So that answered that previous question. Bard, awful. Bard. Well, apparently Bard is now Gemini. So chat with Gemini. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to make some images. How do I? Maybe that's something else. Well, this isn't going according to plan. Let's go to Google AI. Making AI helpful for everyone. Okay, more Gemini. Bringing the benefits of AI to everyone. Okay, I just want to make some pictures. Try Google's latest experiments in labs. Let's try that. Labs Google. Experiment with the future of AI. So here we go. Image FX, Instrument Playground, Gemini extensions. I'm feeling lucky. Right, here we go. Let's try. This is text to images, and this is what's getting Google AI in trouble. Experience and shape AI tools for creativity. AI test kitchen. Why aren't they on this? The whole world knows what ChatGPT is. The whole world knows what Midjourney is. The whole world knows what Sora is after about 4 days. But Bard, Gemini, AI test kitchen. They've really got some wrong uns at Google. It's powered by Imagen 2, uses Google DeepMind's novel watermarking technology. Okay, this is interesting. They're saying that every image that it generates is encoded in a way so that you know it's AI. Why? What's the difference? Did people have to do that with photos? Do painters have to do that with painting? Why do you have to do that? I'm not saying you shouldn't, and I'm certainly not saying you should, but these are the challenges and questions that are coming up. It's interesting that's a marketing point for them. Oh, well, all our AI images have got a watermark in them, so people know they're not real. Well, if they're not real, what value does that add to it or take from it? Anyway, let me know in the comments. Got it. Right, so there you go. First of all, they start off with an example. Planets enclosed in big water droplets floating in the air with a woman in the background watching a bubble with her eyes. So that's a prompt. That's called a prompt. But we're going to start over. Now, let's see if we can see why Gemini, Bard, Google AI is getting in so much trouble. Let's try a typical British family in their garden having fun. Generate. Something went wrong, apparently. It said at the bottom there. That prompt goes against our policies. No way! Look. Can you see it there? That prompt goes against our policies. What? A typical British family in their garden having fun? No. Why? Right, okay, let's try another one. Start over. The founding fathers of the United States of America. Generate. Right, well there you go. That's not what I saw. That's interesting. That looks like the founding fathers to me. Because on Twitter when I put it, people are putting up this. Here is a portrait of a founding father of America. That's interesting. America's quite a different word. Let's try that. Founding father of America. Now, this is quite interesting because, you know, look, that isn't what I saw here. And this was apparently Google AI. I mean, there's a whole list of them. This is from END WOKENESS. A portrait of a founding father of America. Now, who do we trust here? Google AI, who I just done it in front of you, and it seemed to be pretty on the money? Or this channel on Twitter that's called END WOKENESS? And I'm going to put in exactly that prompt. Here is a portrait. Well, I just done it. So it would appear that you've got to keep an eye out. Don't always trust the people. Don't let your bias confirmation make you stupid. Because there are people out there who've got agendas, and everyone's got agendas really. But I've just made a video to investigate that and got a very different response. Let's try another one. Here we go. Some Victorian Britons. Might as well capitalise that. Some Victorian Britons, didn't capitalise Victorian, from 1851, there you go, the time of the Great Exhibition at Crystal Palace. Generate. Oh no, that prompt goes against our policies. Why? Why the hell does it? So I can have Victorian Britons apparently. It's just in real time, you see there, it rearranged it. So it doesn't like some, but we can have Victorian Britons. Let's try that. Let me just get the screen a bit more. Victorian Britons, let's try that. 18th century Britons. Generate. No, it seems kind of legit to me. I mean, I imagine it doesn't like things like words like typical, but they would appear to be 18th century Britons. I'm sure someone will come at me and go, I don't think they were wearing those coats in 1851. That style was... Well, there you go, people. Interesting little experiment. I looked on Twitter and it would appear that Google AI is supporting a woke narrative. There were some prompts that it didn't let me use, but there's some 18th century Britons, and that doesn't correlate with what I see on Twitter. There you go. There's another one for today. Take care.